Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Raider basketball is back here, ladies and gentlemen. First game of the season right here at beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana. We welcome the 0-0 Southwood Knights, and again taking on your 0-0 Wapahani Raiders. Glad to have all of you with us here this evening for Raider basketball 2018-2019 season about to get underway here this evening. Welcome here with Raiders Live pregame edition presented by Jones Auto Body. I'll tell you what, the day is finally here. We've waited quite a while to get back to Raider basketball. Obviously, the Lady Raider basketball team has been underway already, and they're off to a nice start to their season, 4-0 already on the year. And so the boys was definitely eager to get on the court and start playing against some other teams other than just playing against themselves all the time in practice. Last weekend, we had the opportunity to go watch them during the MEC Jamboree held at Monroe Central. And I'd say these guys really look pretty good. For a little exhibition game, it's like I said, it's kind of breaking up the monotony a little bit of playing against one another in practice. And so it's great. It was great, really, to go see those guys play and kind of look forward to what we're hopefully going to be able to see here tonight. Wapahani and Southwood. Last year, the Raiders went to Southwood and upset the Knights. I think that was the final score, 65-62, in a thrilling game. Southwood, though, ended up going on to have a fantastic year. They ended up making it all the way to the Class 1A state championship game in which they got beat by Morristown. But still a very good season. Wapahani, they finished 17-7 last year. They lost to LaPel in the sectional semifinal round. Like I said, Southwood finished at 25-4 last year as they lost to Morristown there in the state championship game. Both teams look a lot different, though, than last year. There's no question about that. From Wapahani's standpoint, obviously, there's no more Peyton West. There's no more Jarrett Randolph, Chandler Wise. And so it's very, very important to be able to come out here and hopefully put on a good performance now with the young guys that we have. And, folks, actually, we're going to have to switch gears here a little bit. We have Mrs. Nancy Childs going to be performing back home again in Indiana. So we'll get here to our pregame again report here in just a brief moment. Well, we're just going to let you listen to Miss Nancy Childs sing Back Home Again in Indiana. Have it back home again in Indiana, sung by Mrs. Nancy Childs. Definitely wanted to get that on there, so that was more than worth interrupting the pregame report here. So again, it's always nice to have Mr. and Mrs. Childs out here at the ball game. Mr. Childs was a Selma Elementary teacher, actually a teacher out here at high school, but then eventually ended up being the Selma Elementary principal for years upon years. I know that I had him. I don't know if Redbeard had him as well, but just a great guy, and obviously a fantastic and lovely wife with a beautiful voice. She's been singing for years. Been down at the Pacer game, singing back home in Indiana down there, and just all over. But what a beautiful voice, and we're more than happy to get that on here this evening. A very important song here in the state of Indiana. But back here to the Raiders Live pregame, again presented here by Jones Auto Body. The Raiders, keys to the game here tonight, got to crash the boards. Defensive intensity throughout the whole entire ball game here. Also make smart decisions with the basketball and focus on hitting the free throws. The Raiders have always had a little bit of a problem with the free throw department there, and that's just basketball in general. But got to take care of business from the free throw line here this evening. Southwood definitely missing some key pieces here from last year's team. The only returning player that really serves as a big-time threat is Dallas Holmes, a forward here for the Southwood Knights. Averaged 16.9 points a game, 8.2 rebounds, and 2.5 steals per game. Second best three-point shooter on last year's team, and also shot 82% from the free throw line. So definitely got to watch out there for Dallas Holmes. But really outside of that, really no one else was able to score anything above 1.5 points last year. So we're going to have a great night of Raider basketball here, folks. And we appreciate you all for watching us here this evening. We'll step aside. This has been our Raiders Live pregame presented by Jones Auto Body. We'll be back with the starting lineups right after this.
Please rise, kindly remove your hats, and join the Wapahani band in the playing of our national anthem.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here with the non-starters and starters here for tonight's game. First for the Southwood Knights, number 3, Gabe Lloyd, number 22, Logan Barley, number 30, Chase Lopez, number 32, Dawson Phillip, number 34, Braden Barney, and number 42, Alex Farr. Now for the starters at 1-4, number 10, Dallas Holmes, starting at guard, number 12, Quentin Perry. At another guard, number 14, Carson Rich. Starting at another 4 position, number 20, Jackson Simons. And starting at another guard, number 24, Luke Weiner. The Southwood Knights are coached by John Burris.
Raider fans, it's been a long off season. Let's get on your feet and make some noise.
All righty, folks, here we go. Here's tonight's non-starters for your Wapahani Raiders. Number 2, Safani Buck. Number 3, Trey Spence. Number 4, Justin Ray. Number 14, Landon Bray. Number 24, Blake Castor. Number 22, Braxton Davis. And number 34, Caleb Henderson. Now for the starters. At one guard, a 5'7" junior, number 10, Evan Round. Starting at another guard, a 6' junior, number 12, Drew Luce. Starting at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 15, Garrett Stanley. At forward, a 6'1" senior, number 20, Caleb Smith. And to round out the order, starting forward, a 6'4" senior, number 32, Easton Heffernan. The Raiders are coached here by Matt Luce, assisted by Bennett Somerset, Chris Willis, and Jeff Andrews, as well as Andy Zigrad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the house is jumping out here from Raider Gymnasium. We'll be back right after this break. Alrighty, folks, again, 2 very different looking teams, but still the same game. Gotta love the game of basketball. Opening night of the 2018-2019 boys basketball season. Tipping things off here for the Raiders, we will have number 20, Caleb Smith, and for Southwood, it'll be number 10, Dallas Holmes. Taking a second to get underway here, trying to get the members of the band off of the floor. Alrighty. So it looks like we are all squared away for tonight's tip-off right here from Raider Gymnasium. Alrighty, folks, Raider basketball is officially back for the 2018-2019 season. Raiders will start off here with the basketball. Garrett Stanley up top, and a very quick turnover to begin things, as that ball will be stripped away there by Caleb Smith. Inbound play here, Perry to inbound. He'll find Holmes. Back to the corner, Perry looking to find someone open here. And a reach-in foul. We'll see. It's going to be on number 10, Evan Roush. That will be his first, team's first. Perry here on the left side, swung it back up top here to Rich. He'll find number 20, Simons. Rich no good there for 2, so here come the Raiders, led by Drew Luce. Sent down court, Smith for 2, pop, and good for 2. And the Raiders get on the board for the first time of the season. And a turnover right there created by Caleb Smith. Stanley over here to Roush, back up top here to Garrett. Only a hair over a minute into the first quarter. Pretty nice crowd here this evening for opening night. Again, we appreciate you all for inviting us in there on your computer or any other mobile device and watching tonight's ball game. Loosener on the right side. Back over here to the left. Here's Stanley. Some defensive pressure put on here by Southwood. Smith back to Stanley once more. Cross-court pass, a very dangerous pass. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Southwood. So technically before the Raiders even could turn that over, he already stepped out of bounds at the time when he got full possession of the basketball. So no turnover there. Stanley tries to find Smith down low, but the Raiders throw it out of bounds for turnover 2 of the ball game. So right now we just got to solve the defensive pressure issue from Southwood. Raiders got to find the ball or find a way to get the ball in the middle. Man, he got away with a traveling violation there. Three-pointer up off the mark that time around. Bounced around a couple times. Back outside here to Weiner. Now Rich will find Holmes. Shots up, no good. And a foul here on the play. Looks to be on the Raiders. And it's going to be on number 15, Garrett Stanley, so that will be his first, team second. So a foul from behind going to be called on Southwood, number 10, Dallas Holmes. That will be his first. Team's first. So another turnover here by the Raiders. Already 3 of them here. Got to take better care of the basketball here, as we will see Braxton Davis in here for the first time of the night. Holmes here in the corner. Finds Rich inside. All the way back out, then that's going to be turned over, picked off right there by Drew Luce, as we will have a reach-in foul called on Quentin Perry, his first, team second. So the Raiders with 3 turnovers, Southwood with 2. And it's still a 2-0 ball game as we near the 3-minute mark into tonight's contest. Down low here to Davis. Goodness gracious, fellas, got to make sure to take better care of the basketball. Loose from beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. And back comes the Knights the other way. Rich outside here to Perry. Takes it in. Nice help side defense there. And a spin inside, able to get the finish, was number 20, Jackson Simons. Again, this defensive pressure put on here by Southwood, the Raiders have got to do a better job of handling it, because so far they have not been able to do so. Stanley will get the shot blocked. Here comes Rich back the other way. Holmes from beyond the arc. Rims out, no good. And we're going to have an over-the-back foul called on Southwood. It's going to be on number 24, Luke Weiner. That will be his his first, team's third. And a timeout taken here by the Raiders with 4:05 to play here in the first quarter. We'll step aside here for a break. Again, this will be our Stoops Automotive Group game break. The Raiders and Knights tied at 2. All right, so back out of the timeout here. Things have not exactly fared too well for either team here so far in the early stages of this ball game. And again, really in large part from Wapahani's standpoint, is the defensive pressure put on here by the Southwood Knights. The Raiders have got to be able to figure out how to overcome this defensive pressure here, as that's going to be deflected out of bounds off of Southwood. Got to make smarter decisions with the ball. Smarter passes, smarter shots, everything all the way around the board here. Stanley will find Roush into the corner. Luce takes it baseline, back out to Roush. Luce with a little turnaround jumper, no good. Tip back out. Luce to Smith for 2, and it's good. So a great find there by Luce, and nice finish there from Caleb Smith. Has both buckets so far tonight here for Wapahani. Simons over to Rich. He'll take the shot for 2 and get the friendly bounce to go. Carson Rich gets on the board. Nice job right there. Davis off the mark. Might want to take that ball inside just a little bit more. Rich with a little step back jumper there, no good. Deflected off a couple of times, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Wapahani. Subbing in now for Southwood, we'll see number 34, Braden Barney. And an offensive foul called on Rich. Big time push off right there. That will be his first, team's fourth. Takeaway and a layup up and good. Luke Weiner. And Luke's able to get it to go. Rocking and rolling, wheeling and dealing are the Raiders there in that possession to tie this game right back up at 6. And that one will be deflected out of bounds off of Wapahani. As we will see number 2, Safani Buck, now in here for Wapahani. Will come in for Garrett Stanley. Holmes here at the free throw line. Good defense there from Smith. Rich looks to take it inside, pops it back out to Holmes. Nice find down low and near turnover there by Southwood. Takes it inside, shots up. Simons good for 2. Luce with a 2-point bucket there. His 4th point on the night. So again, tie it up here at 8. I just got to get some defensive stops here and hopefully continue to find our way there on the offensive end. Rich from beyond the arc and good for 3. So 11-8 Knights lead. Roush from deep. Off the mark there. Rebounded by Simons. Holmes no good. Again, out-rebounded once more. No good for Simons. Another offensive rebound. And we're going to have a foul on the inside. We've got to start to be able to get the block out a little bit better here. Foul here on Roush. That will be his 2nd, team's 3rd. Shots up and good for Holmes. So that'll be his first points of the night, a 5-point lead here for Southwood. And a reach-in foul. Looks like it will be on Weiner, and it will be. So now that will be his 2nd, team's 5th. You have 17 seconds to play. And we will see number 3, Gabe Lloyd, now in for Southwood. Heffernan back in for Wapahani. Buck to inbound. He'll find Stanley outside here. Dumps it down low and another turnover. 5 of them now for the Raiders. So that will be the end of the first quarter. Southwood leads Wapahani 13-8 after 1. We'll step aside here for a commercial break. And we'll be back here with the second quarter live here on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Back here with the start of the second quarter here, folks. Probably wasn't quite the first quarter that everyone was hoping for, but still only down here by 5. Main thing is here for Wapahani's standpoint, we've just got to simply take better care of the basketball. That's been the biggest issue here so far. He had 5 first quarter turnovers. That definitely is not going to get it done, which they know that. I mean, it's nothing that they don't know. So hopefully we can correct that and get after it here in quarter number 2. Loose, finds Stanley, money! Down! Garrett Stanley. Holmes takes it inside and gets the bucket to go. Holmes now with 4 points here on the night. And again, still this half-court pressure put on here by Southwood. They're trapping everything on the side. And a foul over on the left side of the court. It's going to be on number 14, Carson Rich. That will now be his second, team sixth. Can't really afford to pick up the ball all the way out there. Now he'll find Smith. Heffernan there at the elbow. Back to Smith once more. Stanley can't get it to go. Rebounded by Simons. Barney back to Simons. Swung to Holmes for three. No good. Luce corrals the rebound. His third rebound of the night. Pass back outside here to Safani Buck. Now to Luce. Loses the handle on it. And they're going to say he carried the basketball. So third turnover now for Southwood as Roush will re-enter the game here for Safani Buck. So Roush has definitely got to watch his P's and Q's here, so to speak, because he is now playing with 2 fouls. Yes, continue to be aggressive, but in the same token, got to be smart here. Loose for 2 and fouled on the play. So Drew will head to the charity stripe here for his first free throws of the game here for Wapahani. The foul on number 34, Braden Barney. So that'll be his first, team's 7th. Raiders are now in the bonus for the rest of the second quarter. So the first free throw attempt here by Drew will be up and good. So Drew so far here with 5 points. Looking for number 6 right here. Second free throw attempt will be up and rims out no good. Rebounded by Holmes, and back come the Knights the other way. Simons will find Lloyd at the top of the key, guarded heavily there by Stanley. Rich back up top, Lloyd for 3, and he'll find that one at the bottom of the net. So Gabe Lloyd will receive his first points of the night. Smith from the free throw line. Can't get it to go, but there's Heffernan with a little tip back. Or with a little tip in, I guess I should say. So Heffernan records his first points. Simons is wide open down court. Now Lloyd again for 2. So definitely have to get back defensively here. We've got burned a couple times on that already. Davis back in for Wapahani. And we will see Weiner and number 42, Alex Farr, now in here for the first time tonight for Southwood. Outside here, Smith from long range. Nice pass there to Stanley. And a jump ball possession favors the Raiders. We've got to be more in attack mode here. Attack the basket a little bit more. Like I said, with the way Southwood's playing their defense here, being able to trap on the sides, just attack the middle. Attack the middle of the floor. Hopefully the defense collapses. If it doesn't, Well, and you'll have an open shot on the inside. So a turnover on Southwood. That was Weiner. He stepped out of bounds. As we have now 4:18 to play here in the first half. 20-14 lead here for Southwood. Stanley crossing half court. Nice pass there to Davis, and he will be fouled on the play. So Braxton will head to the line. Foul on number 34, Braden Barney. That will be his second, team's 8th. So Davis at the line. First one will be up and gets the friendly bounce to go. So first point of the evening here for Davis. Second one will be up and get the friendly bounce to go again. So Buck back in here for Roush. Farr will turn it over. Loose over to Buck, now to Stanley. Got to be under control here. Loose. Nice little shot fake. Shots up. No good. Saved there by Smith. Back outside to Loose once more. Now to Davis. Nice take inside. Can't get the bucket to go. Smith comes up with the rebound. And a foul called. Foul number 32, Dawson Phillip. Pardon me, it's actually on number 42, Alex Farr. His first, team's 9th. So 1-1 here, and Davis knocks down another one here. So 3 for 3 so far. Second one up off the back iron, no good. Loose now for 3. Rims out, no good. And another foul. So another offensive board there by Davis. The foul here called on Dallas Holmes, his second, team's 2. And Davis back at the line for 2 more free throws. Off the back iron, no good. Okay, so there was no free throw attempt there. Foul there on Drew Luce, his first. Team's 4th. Look at Wapahani now picking up the defensive pressure. So we'll have a foul here on Caleb Smith, his first, team's 5th. Looked like Caleb might have got the worst of that one. 2 shots here for Luke Weiner. The first one's up and good. Roush back in for Smith. Second one up, no good. And out of bounds off of the Knights. Buck for two. Look at that, tickling some twine. Safani Buck, his first points of the night. So the Raiders now find themselves down by two. Rich with a pull-up jumper, no good. Holmes with the rebound and the putback. 6 points now for Holmes for the Knights. Luce swings it to Roush. Back up top to Luce once more. Davis inside the arc, showing off some range of his own there with a 2-point bucket. Holmes takes it inside, finds Simons, no good. Bobbled around a couple different times, gets his own rebound. And they're going to say that there's a foul underneath. And it will be on Raider number 22, Braxton Davis. His first team sixth. Number 12, Quentin Perry back in for Southwood. Rich, good for two. So Rich now with 7 points. Roush here in the corner, swings it back up top. Looks to take it inside, creating some space there. Luce will get the roll to go. You like that aggressiveness, taking it to the dish, not afraid of contact. Losing the handle on it, jump ball, way to get in there, fellas. Possession arrow will favor Southwood with 1:18 to play here in the first half. Smith will return to action for Roush. With the Knights up by two. Holmes with the deep three, no good. Rich gets the rebound, and it's going to be a takeaway. Here come the Raiders. Flying down the court, and not under control, unfortunately, right there. So a blocking foul called on number 20, Caleb Smith, his second, team seventh. So now Southwood in the bonus. The Raiders actually are now in the double bonus from that last foul that was committed. Free throw will be up and good for Carson Rich. Second one will be up and good. Roush back in for Buck. 1 minute to play here in the second quarter. Loose from beyond the arc, can't get it to go. A loose ball there, and Southwood will come away with it. So the Raiders have only managed to hit 1 3 so far. That was from Garrett Stanley in the first quarter. Holmes splits the defenders and maneuvers his way right in for the open 2-point basket. Down court to Smith. Looks to drive baseline. Can't get the runner to go. traveling violation called. So if the Raiders play their cards right, hopefully we can come away with some kind of points right here to end this first half. So the pass deflected out of bounds, 2 seconds left. So a basket probably should have went in right there. Unfortunately, hit right off the back iron. And the Raiders down 29-23 here at the half. We'll step aside here for a break. We'll be back here with your halftime report. Again, right after this commercial break. Alrighty, welcome back here, folks. We got your halftime report here. Again, Wapahani down 29-23 here at the half. And I'll tell you, it really been the biggest thing here for Wapahani. Well, in the first quarter, it was the turnovers. We did not do very well with the defensive pressure that Southwood was putting on us. And the Raiders was faltering there a little bit, but was still able to find a way to get some buckets to go for ourselves. But then here in the second quarter, then our shots did not land in the bucket, unfortunately. And we did have some good shots. We was doing some good things. We definitely took much better care of the basketball. Only ended up having 7 turnovers here in the first half. We ended up having 5 in the first quarter. So we did a much better job there in the second quarter, taking better care of the basketball, working the ball in, and that's really what we want to continue to do. Take the ball inside, be aggressive, take it to their defense. This really, it's really not too difficult to figure out there. You've just got to take it to them, because Southwood is obviously trying to move our offense, out to the half-court line. We've got to work the ball in. Find a way to work the ball inside. Hopefully that will then open up things on the outside as well. And hopefully our offense will start clicking sooner rather than later here. But you still only find yourself down by 6 points. The free throw line here, 4 of 7, not too bad. Southwood 3 of 4 from the free throw line. It's always important to take care of business there, but also rebounding has been another important key issue. The Raiders have had success from the rebounding side of the basketball here, and I think at times we probably could have done a little bit better job, especially on oh my goodness gracious. Wow, that was a heck of a shot there by that young man. Sorry about that. Got really distracted by that. But he nearly hit one from half court right there. My gosh. Nevertheless, there's been some times, especially on the defensive end, where we haven't, we've gave them second and third and fourth opportunities at a basket, and we can't afford to do that. Obviously we don't have a lot of height, but, as long as you still have some athleticism, you can get up in the air a little bit and block out. Got to get the block out. A lot of times, a good majority of these guys that have gotten offensive rebounds, they haven't been blocked out. So we've just got to do a little bit better job of that, continue to take better care of the basketball. And like I've already mentioned, you've got to continue to be aggressive. Got to take the ball to the hole and not be afraid of these guys. Don't avoid any contact. Get after it right here and see what can happen. But like I said, you only find yourself down by 6 points, so it's not like you're down by a lot or over double digits, nothing like that. But we've just got to take care of business accordingly here. We do have a couple guys in a little bit of foul trouble here. You got Roush and Smith with 2 fouls each. Everyone else, we have Luce, Stanley, and Davis with 1 foul each. So nothing major there. I think that's always important to make sure that things are going good there in that department, and make sure that we don't have a lot of guys in foul trouble, especially down the stretch. You need some of these guys to be in here, and if they're in foul trouble, you're probably not going to be able to have them in some of these other moments. So we'll take a look here at the stats overall here for the Raiders. Led here in the first half by Drew Luce. Had 7 points, 4 rebounds. Followed right behind him is Braxton Davis with 5 points, 3 rebounds. Garrett Stanley, 3 points, 1 rebound. Also Caleb Smith, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Easton Heffernan, 2 points and a rebound. And Safani Buck with 2 points as well. For a grand total of 23 first half points here for your Wapahani Raiders. Hoping for a lot better things here in the second half. We'll see what happens here. We got about 3 minutes to go. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with the finishing touches on our halftime report live on the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here with the halftime report. Finishing touches here. Wapahani again down here at the half, 29-23. Again, just want to reiterate here, second half, really the biggest keys here for Wapahani continue to be aggressive and take the ball on the inside. Southwood's defense, you started noticing, started to falter a little bit more once we started taking it to the middle. Once we was able to do that, the defense starts collapsing. Then you'll have some open shots here for days, but we've got to continue to be aggressive, stay the course, and knock down some shots as well. We've had some good looks, we're just not getting them to fall. And, that's not necessarily anybody's fault. That just is what it is. But hopefully, Lady Luck will start being on our side here a little bit, and we'll be able to start seeing some of these shots go through the net. And then a couple other things. Continue to get after it on the defensive side of the basketball. We started picking up the defensive pressure towards the middle to end of that second quarter there. And we've got to continue to that. Keep pressing them there, and hopefully they'll continue to turn the ball over. Free throw line, got to make sure to hit the free throws. We're 4-7 from the free throw line in the first half. Like to see us get to the free throw line a little bit more here in the second half and hopefully take advantage of those opportunities and crash the boards. Again, Wapahani out-rebounded here in the first half. Still did a pretty good job, but needed to do a little bit better on the rebounding department. Hopefully we can do that here in the second half as well. And if we're able to do all these things, should be able to get the job done here this evening. Down by 6 here at the half. We'll step aside here. Third quarter coming up. All righty, welcome back here with the third quarter here, folks. The Raiders will start off with possession of the basketball, and hopefully things will go rather smoothly here in the second half of this game. Stanley outside as Smith takes it to the hole. Still can't get that bucket to go. That lid has transitioned over from one goal to the other. But you like the take right there. Very aggressiveness there by Garrett Stanley to get the ball in the paint. Find Caleb Smith down low. Fouled there on the play. But still hopefully able to knock down a couple shots here maybe. So Smith knocking down the first one. The foul there was on Dallas Holmes, his third. Team's first of the half. And off with a second one there. Roush will get fouled and one. So Roush gets the rebound, able to get the 2-point bucket to go there with the putback, and he'll head to the line for one more.
Smallest guy on the court.
And the foul guy, number 42, Alex Farr, his second, team's second of the half. Actually, that was not on Alex Farr. That was on number 24, Luke Weiner, which is even worse for Southwood because that is his third. Another offensive board. Heffernan takes it inside, shots up, and it's good. So just like that, the Raiders now only down by one. Outside here, three-pointer up and three-pointer good for Dallas Holmes. His first three of the night. And back goes the Knights here now with a 4-point lead. Stanley outside here to Smith. There's Heffernan. Loose, finds Roush, corner three, off the mark. Loose ball there, Perry will come away with it. Still a good quality shot though. Simons on the inside. Outside to Rich. Take the shot there from the free throw line, up and good. So Rich has had a very nice night here from the floor. 14 points, or pardon me, 11 points now for Rich. He's number 14. That's why I got that mixed up there for just a moment. Stanley will get the runner to go. Nice little give and go action from Heffernan to Stanley. 5 points now for Garrett on the night. Now I've got to get back after it here on the defensive end. So a foul called. Foul's on number 12, Quentin Perry, his second, team's third. Stanley will get another runner to go, and he will head to the line for one more. Yes, sirree. The foul on Holmes will now be his fourth, team's fourth. So the biggest offensive threat out of the game here for Southwood. Free throw here from Stanley will be up and good. Nicely done, Garrett. 8 points now here for Stanley on the evening. Raiders down by one. Once again, Perry back over to Simons, takes it in. Perry there with another shot fake. Simons thought about it, takes it back in, nearly threw it away. Weiner will get called with the offensive foul. So Weiner will now pick up his fourth, team's fifth, and Farr will come back into the game here for Southwood. So Wapahani has a chance to take the lead. Luce takes it in, and a jump ball possession will favor Southwood. So continued defensive pressure here. We've started seeing this right there towards the end of the second, well, middle to end of the second quarter. And Rich again able to get the bucket to go. Loose over to Roush. Three-pointer up and splash from downtown. And the Raiders have tied it up now at 36. A big-time three from Evan Roush. See what Wapahani can do here on the defensive side of the ball. No good there. Smith with the rebound. His fourth of the night. Stanley motoring right through the Southwood defense. Smith back to Roush, now to Heffernan along the baseline. Can't get it to go, but there's Smith with the rebound and a putback. And now Wapahani has the lead. Timeout taken here by the Knights. The momentum has swung back the other way, folks. We'll step aside here for a break. Wapahani leads at 38-36.
When you need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
Back at the timeout here, Wapahani with 4 timeouts. Southwood with 4 timeouts here as well. And the Raiders up here by 2. Simons down low to Barney. Simons good for 2. Kind of a more and a traveling violation called on Wapahani. So Simons now with 6 points on the night. Definitely more of a reserved look to the give and go. Took the ball down low to Barney there and then handed it right back off to him. Farr hands it to Simons. Takes it in and fouled on the play. So the foul will be on number 22, Braxton Davis, is second. Team's first of the half. So Fonnie Buck back in here for the Raiders. Will come in for Evan Roush. Lloyd swings it to Simons, takes it inside. Back to the corner to Rich. Shots up, no good, and bounced around a couple times. Farr comes away with it. Now Lloyd for 3, and it's good. That's what happens when you don't get the box out and the rebound the first time around. Giving them extra opportunities here. So the foul will be on number 3, Gabe Lloyd, his first. Team 6th. Smith will take it inside, and he will get the bucket to go. You love the aggressiveness right there from Caleb Smith. Not afraid of contact, not afraid of anything, taking it to the dish. Rich back to Lloyd again, wide open for 3, and the bank is open. Man, got to find a way to get on him. He's had 3 threes in this game. 9 of his 11 points have come from beyond the arc. And a jump ball possession will stay with the Raiders. Subbing back in here for Wapahani, we'll see number 32, Easton Heffernan. Davis caught the pass there and will be fouled on the play. Number 34, Braden Barney, his third, team 7th. So now the Raiders are in the bonus for the rest of the ball game. That's what I was talking about in our halftime report. Got to get yourself to the free throw line. Got to continue to be aggressive. That's what we've been able to do. Now we've just got to be able to hit our free throws. Another open 3, no good. And the rebound there by Heffernan. So the foul on Barney, his 4th. Team's 8th. So now Heffernan will go to the line. Actually, it's going to be Braxton Davis. Got to start converting on these free throws here, fellas. There we go. Was able to keep that one in there. 6 points now for Braxton. Smith back in here for Heffernan. Second free throw attempt here for Braxton. Will be up. And rims out, no good. That's just unfortunate luck there. Simons finds Barney, back to Rich. He'll take the shot. No good. Lloyd gets rejected by Braxton Davis. Get on out of here. And that's going to be a turnover. 10 of them now for Southwood on the night. Smith thought about it, takes it inside, kisses it off the glass for 2. Yes. 11 points now for Caleb Smith. Lloyd for another 3, in and out, no good. That's been nearly falling for him all game long. Loose here on the left side. Looking at what the defense is showing them here. Smith in the corner. Back up top to Buck. Davis back to Buck again. Stanley takes it inside, gets the runner to go again, and the Raiders have the lead. Shots up, no good. Davis with the rebound. Loose from the free throw line, up and finds the bottom of the net. 9 now for Drew Luce. Simons will take it in and will be fouled on the play. Foul will be on Braxton Davis, his 3rd, team 2nd of the half. Heffernan back in for Davis. Some more time back on here, 30 seconds to go. And I guess Gabe Lloyd here has a little blood on his finger. So Brock Reagan will get that all cleaned up. And now a foul called here on Carson Rich. An illegal screen push off. I'm not sure what he did. But that will be now his 3rd, team's 9th. Roush back in for Buck. So again, the Raiders here with a 3-point lead. 24 seconds to play here in the 3rd. There's Loose. Stop, drop in. No good from 3. And Rich gets the bucket to go. Stanley along the sideline will get it deflected and turn it over. And that will be the end of the 3rd. So the Raiders have grabbed the lead, came back after being down by 6 at the half, have latched on to a 1-point lead at the end of 3. We'll step aside for a break. Again, this will be our Stoops Automotive Group game break after 3. Fourth quarter time here on the WHS Network. Wapahani leads at 47-46. And what is another close one here, folks. Some important keys to really look at here. Dallas Holmes will now come back into the game here for Southwood to begin the fourth quarter. He's playing with 4 fouls. Also, Luke Weiner in here. He is also playing with 4 fouls, as well as Braden Barney. So just a couple of little pieces of information that could prove to be very vital in the game, especially here for Southwood. Weiner down low will turn it over there to Caleb Smith with the pickoff. Stanley finding his way loose for 3. Yes! Yes! Heck yes! Money! Drew loose with his first 3 of the night. Gives the Raiders a 4-point lead. Weiner back over here to Perry on the right side. And a reach-in foul here on Heffernan will be his first, team's 3rd. You like the idea of what he was trying to do there, trying to deny the basketball. Just got a little overextended there. Simons takes it in for 2 and gets the friendly bounce to go once again. Simons now with 8 points. And the lead back to 2. Really analyzing what the defense is showing here. Smart decision there by Garrett Stanley. He's going to come up and guard you like that, force the issue, create the foul. Very, very smart there. So the Raiders now in the double bonus. The foul there on Simons. So unable to get the first one to go is Stanley. Okay, actually that foul was not on Simons. They keep changing it on me. The foul is on Quentin Perry as Stanley will knock down the second one. Holmes from long range, no good there. Davis with the rebound. He's leading the team here in rebounds with 6. Oh boy, a skip pass there into the corner. Roush. Money! Heck yes! Roush from downtown, Chinatown, 54-48. The Raiders with the 6-point lead. And a timeout taken here by, I think it might have been on Southwood. And indeed it will be. So we will stick right here with you during the timeout. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Liberty Perry Alumni Association President Richard Morris. Liberty Perry Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyperryalumni.com to get information on any events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. Also to purchase engraved bricks for the Alumni Brick Walkway out here at Wapahani. You can simply fill out a form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. It's always a nice little Christmas gift. Just get a hold of Richard Morris on Facebook for more details. So back out of the timeout here. Wapahani up 54-48 after a couple of threes here. Last one was by Evan Roush. And it's got these Raider fans back up and going here. Some excitement in the air, but that was short-lived there as Carson Rich strikes again for another 2-point basket. 17 now in the night for him. There's Buck into the corner to Roush. He'll get a shot blocked off a couple hands. No good. And somehow Rich comes up with the basketball. Simons will get it deflected and taken away. Safani Buck getting in on the action. The foul will be on number 14, Carson Rich. That will now be his fourth. So 2 more free throws coming in the way of Wapahani. And Drew Luce will be at the line, and a full timeout will be taken here by the Raiders. And again, we'll stick right here with you during the timeout. Again, Wapahani will be back at it on Saturday night as they will be traveling to Tri-High to take on the Titans. That'll be a JV start time, 6 o'clock. Varsity game to follow that. We'll be there broadcasting that one for you. I doubt that we will be live. We might be. Not saying 100% that we will not be. But I know from recent years we went over there. We have not had internet to broadcast the game live. But we'll wait and see what happens. But that will, again, be on Saturday night right there from Tri-High. Also, the Lady Raider girls basketball team will be back in action Saturday afternoon, right back out here at home against Eastern Hancock. Hey, if you get the opportunity, want to get out of the house there after some Thanksgiving food, after that's got you full, come on out Saturday, stretch out the old legs a little bit, watch a good basketball game as the Lady Raiders take on the Lady Royals. JV start of 12 o'clock, varsity to follow there for that one. So back out of the timeout here again. Drew Luce will be at the charity stripe here for 2 shots. 2 very big free throws here. We haven't had quite the success that we was hoping for so far from the line, but we're looking to get that changed right here as Luce is able to knock down the first one. Second free throw attempt will roll in there. Good job there by Drew. Lloyd finds Simons back outside here to Carson Rich. He'll take the shot inside the arc. And it has been Drano here for Carson Rich tonight. Team high 19 points. And Luce will turn it over. Down low, Lloyd for 2, no good. Davis corrals the rebound. And they're going to call the offensive foul there on Garrett Stanley. So Stanley picks up his second, team's fourth. Holmes for 2, and it will be up and good. 13 now for Dallas Holmes. Again, averaged right around 16.5 a game last year. Stanley here on the left side, into the corner, Roush for 3, strikes again from downtown. Roush with 11. Holmes dishes it out to Perry here in the corner, takes it inside, shots up, no good. Bounced around, and it's going to be out of bounds off of the Knights. Put a couple more seconds back up there on the clock, 4:20 to go. As we'll see Weiner and Farr back in here for Southwood. Luce to Smith. Look at that ball movement. Yes. Caleb Smith for 2. 13 now for Caleb. 3-pointer up, no good that time around, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Wapahani. So an unfortunate foul there on Smith. That'll be his third, team's fifth. He was just standing there, and the guy tripped right over his foot. He didn't stick his foot out, but since he tripped over him, that then triggered a foul. Rich will get it blocked. Stanley again finagling his way through the defense. And a dangerous pass there will cost us. Holmes with the slam. We've got to be in a little bit better control of the basketball here. All righty. So another timeout, this time again taken by Wapahani. They have 2 timeouts left. Southwood with 3. We will step aside here for a commercial break. We'll be back with more after this. Back out of the timeout, Wapahani up by 5 here with 3:29 to play here in regulation. And what has been a great game here tonight. Into the corner to Roush again for another 3! Oh, baby! Downtown is Roush. 14 points now for Evan Roush on the night. Simon's no good for 2, and Braxton Davis continuing to clean up on the boards, his 9th rebound of the night. Smith will pull it back out. Oh boy, a 50-50 ball there. Rich takes it, and the basket's up and good, and the foul. A little bit of shot in the foot right there. So the foul there on Luce will be his second, team 6th. Rich will be at the line here for one more. And the free throw will be up and good. So a timeout this time here by Southwood. 2:52 to play here, folks. We'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we get the job done. Call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143 and Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. That is FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Also a special thanks to Tom Cherry Mufflers, located at 321 West 8th Street in Muncie, Indiana. Since 1946, Tom Cherry Mufflers has taken care of your exhaust, brakes, shocks, struts, and mufflers. If you want the underneath of your vehicle to be looked at, there's no appointment needed. Go ahead and stop on in there at Tom Cherry Mufflers. They'll hear you coming. So a 5-point advantage here for Wapahani. 2:52 to play in regulation. In front of a nice crowd here on opening night of the boys basketball season. Wapahani here with the basketball. Both teams here with 2 timeouts left. And a takeaway there, Rich, for 2. So some crucial turnovers here back-to-back by Wapahani. Now a traveling violation. So 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Within those first 2, they have been able to collect 5 points. Rich for 3, way off the mark there. 6th rebound of the night there for Luz. Back outside to Stanley. Got to take care of the ball, fellas. Be confident in yourself. Another turnover. And then they will give it right back to us. For heaven's sakes, fellas, come on. Take care of the basketball. Hey, a nice pass there to Davis for 2. 4 points, or pardon me, 8 points now for Davis, but then a dagger there from Dallas Holmes to make it a 2-point game. There it is, yes! Smith to Davis for 2. 68-64 Wapahani. Down low to Weiner. Holmes takes it inside. Shots up, no good, but fouled on the play with 1:01 to go here in the 4th. So the foul be on Caleb Smith, his 4th. Team 7th, so now Southwood in the bonus. As Holmes will go to the line for 2 shots. And the first one will be up and no good. Second free throw attempt up, and he'll knock that one down. So Davis fouled on the play. Good court recognition and vision there by Caleb Smith, finding Davis down low. So the foul be on Braden Barney, and he'll find his way to the bench as he just found out of the game. So again, 2 shots for Braxton Davis as Safani Buck will come back in here for Wapahani. And for Southwood, we will see Gabe Lloyd return to action. A 3-point threat there. He's knocked 3 of them down here on the night. Big free throws right here for the Raiders. First one will be up and no good. Second one up and good. So 1 for 2. Hey, we'll take it. Any kind of points you can get, you'll take. Rich will get the bucket to go, and the foul called. So the foul there on Roush, his 3rd, team's 8th. Stanley back in the ball game as Rich has the chance of collecting a 3-point play here to make this a 1-point game. And it will be up and good. He has been literally Mr. Perfect all night long here for Southwood. Foul called. It's going to be on number 3, Lloyd, his 2nd. So that will send Garrett Stanley to the line. Two shots. First one will be up and good. We'll see Safani Buck back in, and a timeout will be taken here by Southwood. 70-68, Wapahani leads here with 26 seconds here on the clock. We'll step aside. We'll be back right after this. All right, so back out of the timeout here again. Garrett Stanley will be at the line for one more as Wapahani is up by 2 with 26 seconds to play. Second free throw attempt will be up, and it will be good. Great job there by Stanley. Rich hands it off to Holmes for 3. No good. And it will be out of bounds off of the Raiders. You had two guys right there fighting for the ball on the same team. Holmes, a little pressure there. Weiner there, no good. And he'll be fouled on the play. Put a couple more seconds back up on the clock. So Luce with his 7th rebound. Again, the foul there on number 24, Luke Weiner. So he gone. As Quentin Perry will return to action. Luce at the line, shooting 2. Very big free throws again right here to make this a 2-possession game. The first one's up and good. Second one will be up and good as well. Nice job. Rich for 3, and it's good. Holy Moses. Carson Rich having a game of his career here tonight. 30 points for Carson Rich. So it's still a 2-point game. Wapahani leads it. That's just been the excitement of the night here, folks. I'm telling you. But you got to love it on opening night to have this kind of excitement of a ball game. So close, so competitive. It's great to see. So Sweet Caroline played here by the PA announcer, Jason Buck. Nice choice of music there. Again, Wapahani will have the basketball. Still 2 timeouts left. The timeout was taken there by Southwood. So Southwood has no timeouts left. Wapahani still with 2. Yeah, 5 seconds left to play in regulation. First and foremost, Wapahani has got to make sure to get the ball inbounded. Secondly, if that opportunity comes to fruition, more than likely you're going to get fouled, and then you got to hit some free throws. First things first, got to get the ball inbounded. So now 3 seconds left. We'll have Garrett Stanley at the line for 2. The foul was on Quentin Perry, his 4th. Very big free throws here. So Stanley's first one will be up. And off the back iron, no good. Lloyd will come back in for Alex Farr. Second free throw attempt will be up, and it will be good. So Buck will come back into the game. Raiders up by 3, 3 seconds left to go. Rich will not get the ball off in time, and the Raiders will win it. 74-71. Opening night victory here for your Wapahani Raiders. What a great game this was here, ladies and gentlemen. A very hard-fought victory here for Wapahani. A Raider team without Trey Spence, one of their starting guards. Going to be out for a few more weeks. Hopefully he'll be back healthier than ever. But a great game here tonight here by Wapahani. Overall, fabulous team effort and got the job done for win number 1 of the 2018-2019 season. We'll step aside here for a break, folks. We'll be back here with more on our post-game report live right after this. All righty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Raiders Live post-game report. Again, here by Stoops, presented by Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership. Wapahani on the smiling side of the scoreboard to open up this 2018-2019 season with a final score victory, 74-71 over Class 1A number 4 Southwood in what was a thrilling game. I mean, back and forth. First half really didn't go quite well for us. Second half was a whole different ball game. Came out with much more intensity on both sides of the court. Defensively, we started playing a lot better. Offensively, we started knocking down some shots. And not only that, but we aggressively took the ball inside. Most of our points came from inside the arc. That's because we continue to be aggressive, not stay complacent with settling for an outside shot or even for just a little jumper. Took the ball inside, got some layup shots, also knocked down some big-time threes, though. You had Evan Roush that really knocked down some big threes late there in the third quarter into the fourth quarter. He ended up having 4 threes on the night, in which the Raiders altogether had 5 threes total, 4 by Roush and 1 by Luce. But just a great victory here tonight. A very lively crowd out here this evening on both sides, and just a great atmosphere to be a part of. So happy to get back to Raider basketball once again, and a great way to start off the season here with a victory over a very, very good Southwood Knights basketball team. You take a look here, overall stat-wise, the Raiders were led here this evening in points by Drew Luce. He had a team-high 16 points, 7 rebounds, followed here by Garrett Stanley with 14 points and 2 rebounds. Evan Roush with 14 points, 1 rebound. Also, Caleb Smith cleaning up also on the boards and there in the paint. 13 points, 5 rebounds. And then a double-double for the big man in the middle, Braxton Davis, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Followed here by Easton Heffernan with 4 points, 2 rebounds. And then Safani Buck with 2 points, again, for a grand total of 74 points scored. The Raiders were 16 of 26, 62% from the free throw line. Definitely not the greatest, but we managed down the stretch to knock down some free throws. We were 4 of 7 from the free throw line in the first half. Came back out here. We ended up being 12 for 19 in the second half. So we hit the free throws when we especially needed to late there in the fourth, which really was what put us over here in the end. But just a solid effort from both sides. Great W here tonight for the Raiders, and now they can really look forward to going into Saturday night's game at Tri-High to take on the Titans, and what should be a very good matchup there as well. Also, I'll tell you what, you can't say enough about this guy. Carson Rich here for Southwood had a team-high 30 points tonight. Carried the team on his back all the way through. You had Dallas Holmes, which is usually primarily the big-time leader in points-wise here for Southwood coming into the season. Had some foul trouble, still finished the night pretty good here for himself. We'll count this up. Right around 20 points here for Dallas Holmes, so right around his season average altogether. You can't really say a whole lot much more trying to, when you really look at things here from Southwood's perspective, played a pretty solid basketball game. Yes, they did have some times throughout the ball game where they turned the ball over at some crucial times. Wapahani did exactly the same thing. And so that's one thing that I'm sure that Wapahani will probably want to clean up a little bit better here. We did do a much better job as the game went along, but we still ended up with 16 turnovers for the ball game. Not too bad, not great, but not completely horrible either. Just want to make sure to continue to clean things up, make sure to take better care of the basketball. Defensively, got to continue to get after it, though. We did allow 71 points, but they're a good shooting team as well. But you still like the defensive effort overall. I thought we really picked it up there in the second quarter. We've seen a lot more there. And then throughout this whole entire second half, they brought the defensive intensity. Sure, there was some times there where we probably could have done things a little bit differently on the defensive end, but still had a pretty good game. Sometimes you just got to give credit where credit's due, and Southwood is a pretty impressive offensive team there. They still have some good offensive firepower, and we've seen it here from Wapahani as well. You can't say enough about these guys having big shot after big shot after big shot, stayed the course, stayed in the right mind frame, and went out here and got the job done and got the victory here for a 1-0 start to the season. I'd like to thank again all of our sponsors here this evening: Jones Auto Body, Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC Dealership, University Avenue Dental, Greg Pyle DDS, B. Joseph Davis, Attorney at Law, Muncie Dragway, FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook and Joanne Davis. Also, Tom Cherry Mufflers, the Barn Lot, the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, and again, also a huge thanks to our good friends there at Harris Chapel Church, along with Pastor Jim Ballinger and his wife Janie. Very, very important people to us, and we appreciate them. And we appreciate all of you as well here, folks. So again, the final score here this evening, the Wapahani Raiders take down the Southwood Knights 74-71 to open up the season at 1-0 on the year. Again, we'll be back at it on Saturday afternoon. We will have Lady Raider basketball coming your way here from Raider Gymnasium as they take on another MEC conference team and the Eastern Hancock Lady Royals. Followed thereafter, we will have on Saturday night Raider boys basketball again as they take on Tri at Tri High School. That game will be coming up probably right around 7:30 or so. Not sure if we'll be live or not, but we will definitely try to make sure and find out, and we'll let all of you fine folks know. But again, we thank you for watching. We all wish you a happy Thanksgiving as well. We hope you all have a very happy and blessed day coming up here on Thursday. Enjoy spending time with your family. And, hey, it's that kind of season. Always remember the reason for the season, folks. So we greatly appreciate you for joining us here tonight. This has been Brandon Warvilius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We'll see you Saturday right back here live on the WHS Network. Have a great night, folks.